Sometimes, the smallest act of kindness echoes for decades. This is the story of a young waitress who gave when she had almost nothing, and a man who, 20 years later, returned with something far greater than a tip. In 1999, in a small town just outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, there was a diner named Maggie's Grill. It wasn't fancy, 8 booths, a long counter, and the smell of bacon that clung to your clothes long after you left. Lisa was 22, a single mom, no car, no savings. She worked the early shift and survived on tips. But Lisa was kind, the kind of person who remembered your order after one visit, the kind who asked how you were doing and truly listened. That rainy morning, the diner was nearly empty. Then, the bell on the door jingled. He walked in soaked from the rain. His suit was wrinkled, shoes worn. He held a weathered leather briefcase. His name was David. Lisa handed him a dry towel and offered a smile. Rough morning? David gave a tired chuckle. Job interview, missed the bus again. He ordered the cheapest item on the menu, coffee and toast. Lisa noticed his eyes, nervous, distant, sad. He kept glancing at his watch, barely touching the food. When he asked for the check, Lisa simply shook her head. It's on the house, she said gently. Good luck today. He looked stunned. Are you sure? I believe in paying it forward, she smiled. David said thank you, twice. Then he left. Lisa never saw him again. Life went on. She married, had 2 more kids, she was laid off, divorced, worked 2 jobs, still lived in that same small town, and the diner? It changed owners, but her memories stayed. By 2019, Lisa was 42, still paying off her mortgage, still showing up for work, still holding on. Until one day, a certified letter arrived. She opened it cautiously, expecting a bill. Instead, she found a letter and a check. Dear Lisa, you won't remember me, but I've never forgotten you. 20 years ago on a rainy day, you gave a stranger a free breakfast and a little hope. That day, I got the job. That job changed my life. I built a career, a business, and a future because of it. But more than anything, I remembered the kindness of someone who had no reason to help me. I kept the receipt with your name in my wallet for 2 decades, waiting for the right time. Please accept this check. It's not charity. It's a debt I've carried for years. Thank you for seeing a man who had nothing and offering him dignity. Warmly, the check, $75,000, enough to pay off her house and more. She cried quietly at the kitchen table, remembering a rainy morning, a stranger, a cup of coffee and a smile. The next day, she paid off the mortgage. For the first time in years, she breathed. That weekend, she returned to Maggie's Grill. Different owner, same smell. She sat in a booth, ordered coffee and toast. When the check came, she told the waitress, "It's on me. Just let the next customer know it's already paid." Kindness is never wasted. Sometimes, it just takes the long way home. 20 years ago, Lisa gave freely, without expectation. And 2 decades later, she received more than she ever imagined. Not because she asked, but because love, even in the smallest doses, finds its way back. So, next time you have the chance to do something kind, do it. You never know whose life you might change.